Hi guys, this is Steven Fox again. Welcome back to Smartphone Wars. Today I have here for you the fastest phone in the world. The OnePlus 5 with 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. Yes, it's true, the Antutu champion is here and I'm gonna unbox it for you and share you my first impressions. All OnePlus 5s come in this white box with red bottom. I've seen the OnePlus 3, OnePlus 3T before it. I don't have reviews on my side, but believe me, I have dealt with those phones before. And the OnePlus 5 for me is definitely an improvement when it comes to size, ratio and weight. Let's peel off these stickers and take a look at this lovely back. Look at this gorgeous black back. It feels very smooth, doesn't feel like metal at all when you're holding it. The paint on the metal itself has some kind of coating, makes it really comfortable and it's nice to hold in the hand. And every button is made of metal, and here is the signature "Do Not Disturb" button, for which OnePlus are very famous with. This is one of the thinnest devices I've ever had in my hands, and at 5.5 inches it feels perfect in your hand. This is the pinnacle of smartphone evolution when it comes to practical use with great build quality, and this is the dual cameras, which are not like Huawei, one RGB and one monochrome, but are two separate sensors for the telephoto effect like it's done with the iPhone 7s. And since it's very sunny outside, I'm taking the phone inside for you to properly see, and here it is, OxygenOS. Smooth, fast and very stock-like, with a few neat quirks that I'm saving for the full review. And this is all running for the first time, guys. I'm just gonna test, this is what I'm doing every time I get a new phone. First I install all the benchmarks, so now you can actually see how fast the phone operates. And once it kicks into gear, this first 2 seconds, when it loaded all the Google services in the first boot, it's unstoppable. This phone is so fast, I swear sometimes I even think that an app is opened before I even press the app on the screen. It's just that fast. If there's ever a phone that embodies speed, this is the OnePlus 5. The OnePlus 3 and OnePlus 3T before it did exactly the same, but the Snapdragon 835 here is just a notch above the 821 when it comes to general performance. I have absolutely no idea how OnePlus managed to do this performance, and it's absolutely incredible. There's nothing I've done so far can slow this phone down for 1 second. See all the features this phone has. They could have just stopped there, give you the world's fastest phone, but OnePlus wanted to give you more. And OxygenOS is what I think the stock Android should definitely be like, because it feels a bit too limited, too narrow for me. And here is confirmation: 111 gigabytes free for you to use from the get-go on this phone. And the software update waiting, for which I'll update after I finish. It's running the May security patch, Android 7.1.1.1. So if you're a sucker for the latest of Androids and you don't want to get a Google Pixel, I think this is by far the next best choice. It still goes to show what a company can do even with limited amounts of budget like OnePlus, because you know, seriously, you can go up against Google, which is like a hundreds and billions of dollars company. But here they are, OnePlus, doing a fantastic phone for less money, and they actually have managed to put the best hardware every year for 3rd year running. it's incredible, the speed on this device, how it handles multitasking, apps downloading, opening. You never feel like anything is running in the background. I've had games downloading, apps and everything. Nothing. It's just absolutely incredibly buttery smooth performance. But now let's take a closer look at the Full HD Optic AMOLED display. While most say it's absolutely the same display as the OnePlus 3T, they've actually improved it. In my opinion, the sunlight visibility on this device, for me at least, it's better than the OnePlus 3T, which I've had, and the OnePlus 3 before it. As I said, absolutely stunning build quality on this phone. You won't believe how thin it is and yet how solid it feels in your hands. You just compare it to my Meizu Pro 6 Plus, but this one does have a cover. Let's check out the two other phones I have with me, the Vernimas Pro and the Antutu K10000 Pro. The K10000 Pro is a massive phone, and let's see how it stacks up next to the OnePlus 5. Compared to that, the Vernimas Pro is very much similar in style, and it looks, and it actually does hold its own when you look at it next to the OnePlus 5. And the K10000 Pro also holds its own because it's a very fine built phone, but yet it's superbly, like, totally out of worldly different than OnePlus 5. And I love that. Phone diversity is something, not everyone will fall in love with the OnePlus 5 or the Vernimas Pro. There's people like me who really appreciate the K10000 Pro, and I know it's bulky, I know it's heavy, but I just still love it. But back to the OnePlus 5, you see everything is downloading in the background, and there's absolutely no hints of slowing down. The Snapdragon 835 and the 8 gigs of RAM in there. Now I do feel that 8 gigs of RAM are a bit of an overkill when it comes to smartphones. I would definitely have much more preferred 6 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage, but that's not up to me to decide. Now, the Snapdragon 835 is the first truly octa-core flagship chip that Qualcomm have done. The Snapdragon 821 was only a quad-core device. It comes to CPU, and of course you have the Adreno 540, which is the best graphics in the world for mobiles. And here is the cameras. This either just detects the front and the back cameras, and check the telephoto lens, which is additionally a 20 megapixel sensor next to it. And of course, I'm not surprised, I find every known smartphone sensor to be in the OnePlus 5. So I'm gonna wrap this first impressions up. Next week the full review will be online for you to see, and I'll leave you with a tease. I'm uploading tomorrow my first Antutu Run on the OnePlus 5 8 gigs of RAM, so to stay tuned for that. You can of course buy the phone from the link in the description below. Thank you for watching.
Stick around.